here at Bullitt Central High School, and I'm joined for Beyond the Bell this week by one of our fabulous counselors here, Miss Beth Root. Beth, thank you so much for doing this.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I think
right.
I'm ready.
Let's do it. So
Okay.
talk to us a little bit about what's your favorite part about being a guidance counselor here at BC, and then how have our students' needs changed through the years?
Well, one of my favorite parts about being at BC is I started at Bullitt Lick, which I know you know, but I started at Bullitt Lick, and this year's senior class were my 8th graders.
Oh, so you've seen them all the way through?
Oh, I have. So I've grown up with them. This year's freshman, sophomore class, they were my bitty babies that were there. So I just kind of feel like here at Bullitt Central, we have a good family. For the good conversations and for the tough conversations. So I just feel like we're pretty close. The kids, they're real here. We are real, and we have good things to share, and sometimes we have sad things to share, and I just feel like we're pretty unique in that we are real people. My staff that I work with here, I love them. They just are so energetic. We have a principal that is just out of this world. He is just on fire all the time, and it's very inspiring. It's very inspiring.
Yeah, you can tell like the amount of pride, school
Yes,
pride. That
very
exists
much
here.
school
It's a
pride,
lot.
very much.
Yep.
And as far as how things have changed, in the last 3 years, we have really hyper-focused on academics. We're really trying hard in every ounce of the word, whether it is English, whether it is math. We have added courses, and they've all been student-driven. The students really wanted more science courses next year. And so we've added a forensics class with Mr. Taylor, and then Mr. Ocasio, he's going to be teaching AP Environmental.
Fun.
Which, like I said, is totally student-driven.
Yeah.
So we have really tried to zone in on those things, provide extra supports for kids that need them. Pretty cool.
Well,
It's
it
pretty
really
cool
shows
things.
too. So our staff and community have really sort of rallied around our graduate profile competencies and really preparing students outside of just academics. And so how does that affect the way that you counsel and help our kids out?
Every student is unique.
Yeah.
They're unique. And trying to figure out the best way for them to get involved in their community, in their future choice for employment or college, or what I like to refer it to, what is their best fit? What is their best fit for their future? And as far as the graduate profile goes in the different areas and the competencies and soft skills and things like that, I just really feel like that's the real person.
Yeah.
You know, we all can take classes and do well, but it's how we adapt what we learned that's really going to make it.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
So a couple fun questions. So let's imagine that we're going to bury a time capsule here at Bullitt Central and open it in 50 years. What's something you're putting in it?
Okay, I was running through this with friends. I truly believe it needs to be like a school picture on, and it may sound a little cheesy, but a school picture is going to give you the personality of the school, you know, like especially on a day like today, when they're wearing their cougar shorts and they're all spirited, and some of us are crazy hats because that's what's going on in our community. I would like to see that with the staff that was here, the kids that were here, because we have built something very unique the last 3 years. We've gone through a lot of changes, so it's kind of cool.
I'd agree. All right, last question.
Yes.
If you could create a course that did nothing to do with academics, what would it be?
Okay, hardest question, because being a choir director, because that's what I did for the rest of my life before I got here, the arts to me is academic.
Yeah.
The arts is academic. Like I would love to have a yoga class because I think the kids would think that's amazing. Okay, but that's physical education.
Right.
So that is an academic class. We're like, well, musical theater, that's music, that's an academic class. I couldn't come up with one. Yeah, Dr. Baker, I could not come up with one because, like I told you, we created forensics. We've got the AP Environmental. We've got a research class that we're adding next year. We've added social studies classes. We've added arts classes. We've added a humanities dual credit class. We've got all this stuff going on. I could not come up with one that was not an academic because really, everything really is academic.
You can relate it back.
Yeah, it really is.
Yep.
It really is. Pathways, the whole everything. Because people are always saying, oh, let's fix a button. Well, we have a class that will teach you how to fix a button. Oh, let's fix the engine. we have the ATC center that helps us fix cars.
So instead of we have an app for that, we have a class for
Right,
that.
yeah, no ad. Like we have a class for that. So I really thought hard, and that's sort of my response to that one.
That's all right.
It's
We'll
kinda
take
different.
it. We'll take it. That's Miss Beth Root, guidance counselor here at Bullitt Central High School, and we've been Beyond the Bell.